What is going on, you guys? Hope you guys are doing well. So today's video, I figured, because I have a huge horror collection, and if you guys have been around long enough, you guys know it is a huge collection. So I'm gonna do every now and then, when I get the time, piece by piece, I'm gonna show you guys parts of the collection to kind of make sure that we cover everything. And then if you guys want, we can do a whole tour of the collection and things like that. If that's what you guys are interested in looking at, I can give you kind of an update on things, because I did move some stuff around. The basement area is more room efficient, so there's plenty of room for more stuff now, but I'm really excited about it. It looks really good. But we're going to break down some of the collection right now. In today's video, we're going to be looking at specifically my Pumpkinhead collection, and it is one of the best creature feature films out there, in my opinion. I absolutely love it. You guys know I love Pumpkinhead. So I'm going to do that. We're going to go into the Pumpkinhead collection. I'm going to show you guys some cool stuff. And there's a lot of stuff coming our way with Pumpkinhead that's on pre-order, and I'm waiting for it to ship and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff still coming, and we'll do an update video once all of that stuff is here, so we see everything in its glory. But enough talking. Let's get into the collection. Hope you guys like it. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's check out some Pumpkinhead stuff. Let's go. All right, guys, so here we go. For each of man's evils, a special demon exists, and you are looking at vengeance. Cruel, devious, pure as venom vengeance. So far, this is what I have in the Pumpkinhead collection, you guys, and we're going to go through everything. I'm going to show you guys everything up close, and yeah, so like I said, there is still like 2 statues. I have a bust that's out being painted right now that is almost going to be done and be coming home soon. So there is a ton of stuff that's going to be coming for Pumpkinhead, and as you can see, it takes up most of this desk area. So I'm going to definitely need some more space, because I got 2 statues, a bust. I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to start right here. Now, this mask is from Trick or Treat Studios of Pumpkinhead, obviously, and it's a beautiful piece. I'm glad they came out with it. It's sculpted beautifully. The painting's really good, and I had to get it, actually. I mean, it's Pumpkinhead, and it's a mask. And Trick or Treat Studios, I've never had really issues with them before. I mean, as you can see, I have a whole line of masks from them. But yeah, so there we got Pumpkinhead. This little bust right here is something that I 3D printed. So if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you know that I have a 3D printer. So I printed this bad boy out, this nice little bust here. I'm thinking about making more and selling them and things like that, but we'll see how that goes. If you guys are interested, let me know. It'll be something I'll start considering a little bit more. And then there is another head that I 3D printed as well. Same thing, it goes onto the bust right there, but we got him with his mouth open, kind of growling and things like that. So yeah, nice little 3D bust, 3D print that I made. Very cool, of Pumpkinhead. Next, we are going into the lunchbox, which I got this from Toy Nick, and we got Pumpkinhead right there. We got Lance Hendrickson, Ed Harley, and then on the side we got Haggis, the guardian of Pumpkinhead, the witch. On this side we got that awesome silhouette of Pumpkinhead in the church. Up on top we have Ed Harley's eyes when he started turning into Pumpkinhead, or Pumpkinhead turning into him. So we got the eyes changed there. And then we got the little necklace that Billy Harley made. So very cool lunchbox. Definitely had to get that. These things right here, now I kind of sculpted this, and I plan on making necklaces of the Billy Harley necklace. And what I think is going to be pretty cool is that when I make these, you can use them either for yourself to wear them. So like this one is the master sculpt right here, and then these are the things that I had made a mold of, or I made a mold of that, and then I casted these. So these guys just got to get sanded down and painted, but I'm making them so that way people could wear them themselves, or if you have something like this, statues, you know, you can hang it around the neck of your Pumpkinhead if you want. Next thing we got is the Pumpkinhead like grabbing puppet, which this is really cool. I haven't taken him out of the box just because I didn't want the hassle of the ties and everything. But overall, he's pretty cool. His body's made of cloth. Head and hands are made out of plastic. And this is coming from the same place that made the statue that's going to be coming out. It's Pumpkinhead at the church. So that's going to be really cool. They're coming out with another 18-inch figure and a regular 12-inch. So that's going to be exciting. And yeah, so very cool. As you can see in there, there's Pumpkinhead right there coming from the side. All right. So next up, I started finding the DVDs and stuff like that. So these ones are, I wouldn't say rare. You could still find them, but they're a little more tricky to find just because these were the sci-fi movies that they made. So this one's Pumpkinhead Ashes to Ashes, and I still need Blood Feud, so getting that. I'm gonna try to pretty much collect all the cover arts and Blu-rays and things like that. So I do have a lot of catching up to do because there's a couple other, like, what do you call it, the metal cases and things like that. So there's Pumpkinhead Ashes to Ashes. Here we got the Blu-ray. So this is one cover right there, and this was actually on my birthday cake. If you guys follow on Instagram, you saw that this was on the cake. But we got the original Pumpkinhead right there. All right, and then we got on Blu-ray Pumpkinhead 2. This one was one of the ones I always used to rent as a kid. Definitely a good watch. And then we got the Steelbook that recently came out by Best Buy. So a nice little picture of Pumpkinhead there. And it kind of makes one scene where he's in the graveyard and he's reaching out. And then, of course, we got Rue Morgue, which there's a couple other magazines I got to get. Yeah, I have Pumpkinhead on it, but look at that. Remembering Stan Winston, Pumpkinhead Rises Again. So very cool to have. Nice little cover with Pumpkinhead on there. And I do have some comics. I don't know if we're going to get into the comics because there's quite a few of them, but we can. We probably will. But yeah, so next up is this. I got this on my birthday, April 2nd, just turned 33. And this is something I've been wanting for years, and I already got an unboxing video up for it if you guys want to take a look. But we got the mega scale Pumpkinhead right here, 18-inch. Look how crazy. We paid $4.50 for this, and originally it was $70 back then. Crazy. But there we go, Pumpkinhead. And then here he is out of the box. And like I said, for back then, I mean, the sculpt, beautiful. The paint job, not movie accurate, but still pretty good. I'll take it. I'm happy with it. And he is massive. He's a lot bigger than I imagined him just because of the pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely big, but beautiful nonetheless. All right. And then here we got the wall hanger. Now this is from Zorloza Studios. And he makes these bad boys. This was about $500. It was ready to ship when I seen that he had posted it. So I had to grab it. And I remember when I first saw a video on this bad boy, I wanted them. And then finally, what was it, last year? Maybe 2 years ago it came out. And yeah, I went ahead and grabbed them. So there you go. There's the wall hanger bust by Zorloza. And I know the box is in the way, so I'm trying to give you... And he is actually massive. So the video, honestly, guys, doesn't give you justice on these things. But, I mean, he's massive. I actually, in a playlist for my Pumpkinhead videos, you'll see an unboxing and stuff. I mean, he's literally half my body from my stomach up to my head. But he's huge. But beautiful sculpt. Absolutely amazing. We got the drool going on in there. So, yeah, beautiful. All right, so moving on. Here is the Movie Maniacs from Todd McFarlane. And that is the action figure. Another good one that was from back in the day. Beautiful doll, or action figure. And then moving on, I actually got this bad boy not too long ago. Now, this is the VHS of Pumpkinhead, signed by Lance Hendrickson, who plays Ed Harley, which... This piece right here is crazy to have in the collection. A VHS, old school, of Pumpkinhead. And it's in really good condition. I mean, it's got the little protective case on it and everything. But look at that. Beautiful. All right. So now, moving to the back. So these things that you see back here, these are the laser discs. These are pretty cool. So... I don't really kind of want to have to go back there just because there's a lot of moving. But I got 3 different ones. So I got Pumpkinhead 2 Blood Wings. This was the Singapore edition. And as you can see back there, we got nice little stills from the movie as well as Pumpkinhead right there. And then we got the regular Pumpkinhead 2 Blood Wings with the regular poster art. And then, of course, we got the classic art, the classic Pumpkinhead right there. Beautiful laser discs. Pretty cool to get them. And definitely had to. I mean, they're all this vintage stuff, the physical media stuff, it's collectible. You know, people like it. All right, so moving on now. We have the Pumpkinhead statue that I bought 2 years ago, I believe. From PCS. Now, like I said, there's 2 more statues coming out. One from PCS that's coming out again at the end of the year. And then we have another one that's from another company as well. But this was ridiculous. And it's a good ridiculous because this was probably the most expensive thing I've ever bought for my collection, period. And, I mean, it was worth every penny. I mean, he's on the graveyard, or on his grave, you know, back in Razorback Holler. We got the baby Pumpkinhead there, the fetus. And then as we move up, we got the tyrannical Pumpkinhead as well. And I got the collector's edition, which is pretty cool because it comes with the Ed Harley head that you can switch out onto the body if you wanted to. And then you pretty much get 2 statues in one, 2 different head profiles. And then on the back, we got some poster art, kind of like canvas art of Pumpkinhead there. And then I have another poster, which I'll show you guys once I get it framed, that my dad got me for my birthday as well, which is of Pumpkinhead 2. So there is that. I'm going to go ahead and grab the comics. We'll go ahead and swipe through the comics real quick because I found out that they sell comic book frames. So guess what? Gonna get the comics or the frames. I'm gonna frame them and I'm gonna put them on the wall along here and move some of these masks around. But yeah, let me get those comics and then we will be right back. All right, guys. So here we go. We got the Pumpkinhead comics. So first off, big shout out to Creative Comics over in Griffith, Indiana. This is where I got the majority of my comics. So shout out to Justin over there. So here we go. We got some Pumpkinhead, The Rites of Exorcism. And these are some beautiful cover arts too, you guys. And like I said, once I get those comic book frames, I mean, it's gonna be done and over with. I mean, this wall's gonna look beautiful with all these cover arts and things like that. I think this one out of the comics is my favorite. I mean, that looks cool. Look at them. Pretty dope. All right, moving on. I got another one. Another cover art right there. Here we go. We got the traditional movie Pumpkinhead right there on the cover. Pretty scary. And it's crazy because I still, believe it or not, I still have nightmares of Pumpkinhead coming after me. And, I mean, rightfully so. If you watch the movie, some of those profiles of him in the dark, the silhouettes, it's pretty creepy. So there you go. I got another one right here. Let me show you the whole thing. There you go. So pretty awesome that Pumpkinhead is that popular that they came out with comic books, and hell, there's even a song by the Misfits of them, you know? It's pretty crazy. Got the little book right there. Got some more art right here. Yeah, I definitely got to say, the comics are really good. They're a good read if you ever get a chance to, or even on YouTube. If I'm not mistaken, there's somebody that made some videos of them actually reading the comics and showing you scene by scene, which is really cool. So if you don't have the time to sit there or, you know, go buy them or anything like that, you can find it on YouTube. You can find almost anything on YouTube, which is crazy. So there we go. We got Pumpkinhead versus all the demons. And it's a very good storyline, too, because Haggis does have sisters. And, you know, like she says before, for each of man's evils, a special demon exists. And a lot of these demons represent other sins and things like that. So it's pretty interesting to read. I'm not going to go too much into it because I want you guys to read it. But it's a pretty good storyline. I like it. Overall, I think you can figure out who the ultimate demon is. But yeah. Pretty good read. I would read them if you get a chance. We got the same one, the black and white. Here's another one. This is another favorite of mine right here. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this would be a bad tattoo. This would be awesome. Pretty cool. Here, got another one. I think we got one more after this, which would be pretty much this one, but in black and white. And here we go. So yeah, pretty much that is it for now, you guys, because like I said, there's still a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be coming, statues and more figures and things like that. I'm really excited for the bust from Blackheart Models to come. I got a good friend, Brandon Scott Murphy, who's painting it up for me. He's almost done. He sent me some pictures of it, and it looks beautiful. So I am so excited to see that in person. And he said it's massive, so there's going to be some changes to this area. I'm probably going to move the 18-inch over a little bit and then put the bust in the middle, and then I'm going to have to find another cabinet or whatever to house the other two statues, because I like to keep the statues together. But overall, you guys, this is the Pumpkinhead section. Like I said, it is one of my favorite horror movies. I watch it all the time. It's a comfort movie for me. If I'm feeling down or mad, upset, or just sad and need a pick me up, this is my go-to. And a lot of people are probably like, oh, that's dumb or crazy or whatever, but you know what? I don't care. Stan Winston, one of the special effects makeup artists, this was his pretty much directorial debut, and he did really good on it. I mean, he made the monster. I honestly think that Pumpkinhead is very underrated. It's got a very good storyline, and I mean, it's just one of those. It reminds me of the Universal monsters in a way of you have a monster and there's like a sad backstory to it. And it's kind of the same thing here, because you have Ed Harley, who is a good man. He's a loving father, and he always does what's right. I mean, he's just an awesome person, right? He's just a loving father and a good man. You can tell he's a good man in the movie. And for these bikers to come and they accidentally hit his son, or one of the bikers hits his son, and ultimately he passes, and pretty much all of them left except for one. So he came back, he found his son, unalived, and wanted revenge. And the good thing about it, and part of what Lance Hendrickson said, was he wasn't going to do it, but then when he read the script of how Ed Harley regrets his decision and gave in to vengeance, and he regrets what he did, and he tries to make it right in the movie. And I mean, it's just overall a very powerful story. So if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. Hope you guys check it out. Let me know what you think if you've seen it. Let me know what you think after you've seen it if you haven't seen it before. But I definitely wanted to share one of my passion movies, one of the passion sections of my collection, and obviously it's Pumpkinhead. So I don't think I've ever spent this much money on a particular franchise, and that's including Michael Myers, that's including Friday the 13th, because you don't see full bust of Michael or Jason or anybody like that. I love him to death, don't get me wrong, but I mean, when it comes to Pumpkinhead, he takes the cake. And if it was a matter of choosing between something Pumpkinhead and another franchise, I'm choosing that. So, but thank you guys for watching. I know it was a long video, but I kind of wanted to show you guys one of my favorite movies and one of the favorite parts of my collection, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below, and yeah, we'll see what other part of the collection we will go into. Like I said, there is a heck of a lot more that we can get into, and yeah, so thank you for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and as always, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Take it easy, be safe, see you later.